So I'm out and about. How's everybody doing out there? So this year, for my upcoming birthday on March the 4th, I'm asking for a GoFundMe donations or a Facebook anniversary donations, two separate things, for me to go into podcasting and finally give a voice, independent of media, that I don't have to answer to. If you have faith in what I've been doing and my previous experience, please donate on the two that I put up on my Facebook page. I wouldn't be asking you if I had access to other funds. Unfortunately, I don't. That's the nature of what I have been involved in, unfortunately. Business plans did not work out, not involving media, but it did involve media a little bit in the past. I've had experience. If you go to my LinkedIn page, Mark's Bios, you'll see a whole bunch of things that I wrote for my bio related to my experience in media, which includes being the editor of my university newspaper, The Georgian. At the time, I started as sports editor, and then I became the editor back in the early 70s. I did freelancing, a few articles for a suburban weekly newspaper. I have had two radio shows, and I was part of one back in 2000. And then 2003, I had another one on CFMB, which was a comedy variety show. And then I had one, and the last one was in 2014. Now, what got me into this whole attitude of doing podcasting is that I've been basically shut out of Montreal media. There's too many ants on the molehill here in Montreal, in lovely Englishville, Montreal, which has been diminishing in outlets. They used to have two newspapers or three newspapers here. Now they have only one. They used to have three major radio stations. Now they have only one. So there's only so much to go around. And what sparked me into actually thinking about podcasting, which I've been thinking about for a few years, was a recent experience I had. It started off with a radio personality on a sports station here in Montreal that was relieved of his duties back about 6 weeks or 2 months ago. He was a former Montreal Canadiens hockey player, and he was on the air for quite some time in an afternoon show. Everybody loved him, and he was unceremoniously cut from a major corporation bill. Now, in the radio business, which I was involved in too, with two shows, I had Absolutely Absurd twice, and I was part of Montreal Overnight in the early 2000s. When you're let go, what they do is they don't permit you to say goodbye. You come to the office, usually with a security guard, and they hand you your effects, your tapes, your songs that you played in, your notes, anything, and they give it to you in a box. Goodbye. You have no way of actually saying goodbye to your fans. And that happened to me once or twice, okay? And what sparked this whole thing, I told you, this radio personality. Also, I was thrown out of a Facebook group related to that station because I had the temerity to actually post what this fellow was saying, why he was cut. It wasn't bad. He wasn't dissing anybody. But the corporation doesn't allow any criticism of itself. So they deemed and I wasn't the only one that got kicked out of that Facebook group. And then I messaged one of the other hosts that I was listening to in the morning, and I said I got kicked out of the group. So you know what he did? He Facebook blocked me. Then I went on LinkedIn. He was a LinkedIn friend of mine. And I said, I didn't appreciate what you do. He just, goodbye to me, I've had it. I don't listen to his show anymore. I was part of another Facebook group where I was not permitted to post a meme. Only that person, who was a nice person, only wanted me to put comments written. I don't like to be under that type of censorship. Facebook, with the truckers protest and either or personal freedom versus mandate versus public health, blah, 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 Facebook has become toxic. So all this stuff happened in the last 2-3 weeks, basically, and it spurred me to say, enough of this. I've had enough. I want to do my own thing, independent of any corporation. I had, ideas. Maybe I'd work for Bell sometime. I'd apply to it, across Canada. Maybe I would apply to other stations, but I don't want to be under a corporate logo. Podcasting gives me that freedom not to be under that logo. And I want to tell the story behind the stories. And I want to have enough funds to research stuff, to present it to you. I want to be in a voice that sort of drifts toward the middle. Okay? Not too left and not too right. You can call that common sense. I think it's good reporting. I've had experience in reporting. I think I can bring it past the local market here in Montreal to all you peeps all over the world, especially in North America, because every radio show that I was involved in had an internet connection, okay? Podcasting will give me the opportunity to branch out and do my own thing for you guys. If you appreciate whatever I posted on Facebook, because I do it for me and also for you, to be lighthearted, some hard-hitting news articles I post. In a COVID pandemic, I think we need to bring each other up, and everything in the news is down. So I'd like to combine what I'm known for, a little hard-heartedness, comedy, and present to you the facts, the real facts, the unbiased truth. So if you have enough faith in me, after all these years, my Facebook friends, to give me the opportunity to branch out and reach more people, hopefully with an unbiased use, a little bit of personality, because if you listen to a lot of radio guys, they're drones, monotone voice. Not me. I believe personality gets to you with empathy. Empathy and compassion, and I have enough life experience, some of it good, a lot of it bad, to sort of be able to say things in context and able to parse through the news, to find experiences, human experiences, and relate it to everybody. So I'm asking you, if you can, and if you have faith in me, to contribute to GoFundMe. Anybody can, no matter where you are, can contribute. Any amount is appreciated. Or for those that are just in Canada, that can only because it only has a postal code, you can to actually donate. It's the Facebook fundraising. So I do 2 posts on my page leading up to my birthday on March the 4th. So I would appreciate everybody, your cooperation, your faith in me, and to have things that go beyond the hype, beyond the twisting, which media does, without the sensationalizing, without the left versus the right, the extreme right and the extreme left, okay? That's my mandate. That's what I want to do. Please be behind me. And keep on trucking.